wasn't too sure which format to present it, so I have small write-up. 8 minutes to be done. There are any questions for much. Let me thank the school for inviting us to this very important conference. I'm from Ghana. I've been a minister for 6 years. I was minister for business and investment. And over 1 year ago, I was made minister for tourism, trade, and tourism, arts, and culture. Ghana, country of 31 million people, a GDP of $75 billion. We voted as the most peaceful country in Africa, and the best place to do business in West Africa. Those who have not been to Ghana, please come to Ghana and enjoy. The people are very friendly. Well, at 0 means long, it is 0. It's the best place actually to visit. Just spend 1 week in Ghana. And I'm sure you want to have a citizenship in Ghana. Thank you for the opportunity again. This topic could not have been at a better time, where the tripod of COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war, and global recession have brought to the fore the legacy of uneven development in the world. Countries in Africa and other emerging markets have been hit hardest and are looking for solutions that are sustainable and that will stand the test of time. Sustainability has therefore become not just an idea to think about, but the core of homegrown solutions by most emerging markets take them out of the present quagmire. Tourism is highly competitive socio-economic and environmental activity globally. In Ghana, tourism is one of the fastest growing industries, stimulating other sectors of the national economy with linkages in culture, agriculture, the arts, transportation, real estate, and manufacturing. Tourism has become a reliable source of income, especially for SME sector, where it is seen as a reliable source of capital redistribution. Since 2017, when Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo took office, he's shown a great interest in directing attention to the tourism sector. In 2019, using his influence as the co-chair of the UN-appointed eminent persons for sustainable development crisis, our president launched a year-long global acclaimed Year of Return. This was a major landmark, a spiritual rebirth journey, inviting the global African family, home and abroad, to mark 400 years of arrival of the first slave to Jamestown in Virginia and the US. It's been 400 years since Africans were taken from their homeland as slaves to North America, South America, and Europe. And in 2019, our president launched what we call the Year of Return, to give opportunity and tell everybody that who was taken out of Ghana, come back. It's a better to come back home to Ghana and enjoy and have citizenship. The Year of Return celebrated the cumulative resilience of all the victims of the Trans-African trade, who were scattered and displaced through the world into North America, South America, Caribbean, Europe, and Asia. By the end of the year 2019, over 1.1 million visited have responded to this call by our president and came to Ghana to visit their birthplace. That's creating a platform to build a long-lasting, sustainable model for diaspora engagement. To do this, the president once again launched a follow-up called Beyond the Return. Beyond the Return is a 10-year initiative for the government of Ghana to promote tourism and homecoming of Africans and Ghanaians to diaspora, and to foster economic relations and investment from the diaspora in Africa and Ghana. Beyond the Return is built on 7 pillars, namely invest in Ghana, experience Ghana, transparent pathways to Ghana, celebrate Ghana, brand Ghana, give back Ghana, and promote Ghana. Just as the project took off and started making the necessary impact, the COVID-19 pandemic struck. And with it, the shutdown of borders, airports, and the imposition of restrictions that have far-reaching consequences for the tourism sector. Within a space of months, the framing of the Ghanaian tourism system, moved from rebounding strongly to one in crisis. Although Ghana has experienced several major epidemics and pandemics in the last 40 years, none has had similar implications in the tourism and travel sector as COVID-19. The immediate after effects of the pandemic reflected across the sector as net zero occupancy in out-market hotels, closure of borders for over 6 months, resulting in zero international arrivals into the country during the period, delayed transactions due to partial lockdowns and change behavior of promoters, fell on staff with some outright job losses, construction and contracts kept on hold. Overall, the net operating cash flows during COVID-19 was about 68% drop in arrivals. As countries around the world transition into post-COVID reality of living with the virus, we expect to see a lot of pent-up demands for travel significantly to Ghana. The speed of the vaccine rollout has become a determining factor in the rebound of tourism activity. In addition to striking a balance between implementation of necessary safety measures without them being overly intrusive. In March 2022, the government, after managing the COVID-19 pandemic successfully to international acclaim, decided to ease all restrictions. During the lockdown period, the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, which I had, used the period to reflect and design new models of engagement with the various source markets in Europe and the Americas. Within weeks of opening, therefore, we're ready with our new rollout campaign, that Destination Ghana. Destination Ghana, over the next 18 months, is to use our culture, history, heritage, and beautiful natural scenery to enhance adventure tourism, fun lovers, and leisure seeking, seekers hoping to find a unique experience in Africa can come to Ghana. This is our response to the challenge that tourism faced during the COVID-19 period and the platform for building a sustainable model of tourism. Ghana, by launching this Destination Ghana campaign, has showed it's now ready and open to welcome visitors. Within the first quarter of the launch, the project has seen an almost 80% growth in arrivals, fueled largely by the easing of restrictions and the resumption of international flights. Ghana is therefore building a thriving tourism economy. Over the next few years, we have, in addition to the abundance of natural resources, also embarked on a product improvement plan where several tourist sites in the country are currently undergoing site improvements. These sites are mostly in communities where the models of engagement will support the marginalized. My ministry and all agencies have made the effort to build sustainable models in their product development. Acknowledging the difficulties women face in the tourism sector, Ghana in 2018 launched a Women in Tourism group, the first within the West African Sub region, to promote and take advantage of women in tourism. Ghana is one of the first countries within the Sub region to establish a national council for people with disability and create a legal framework to ensure that a person with disability shall not be deprived of their rights to participate in social, political, economic, or creative activities. This legal framework underpins the tourism product development initiative in the country, the provision of disability-friendly facilities. Although the success of the efforts we are putting in place today and the points we are presenting will be measured in terms of the increased number of tourists, the bonds of friendship and partnership to be formed, I'm the conviction that creating a sustainable tourism environment is far more important than the numbers. Sustainability principles refer to the environmental, economic, and social cultural aspects of tourism. One that strikes a delicate balance between growth and sustainability. We are committed to making use of environmental friendly resources that will help conserve nature, promote biodiversity, respect cultural authenticity and traditional values. We are committed to a long-term socio-economic benefits that are actions today will gender tomorrow. Above all, we are committed to ensuring that our tourism development helps alleviate poverty. It's all inclusive and equitable. That's the heartbeat of our actions toward the realization of Ghana's tourism potential. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about global economy, research of global economy, I want to highlight on one thing. We cannot improve tourism and have global development when African and developing countries are spending half of their locally generated resources to service external debts. Africa and developing countries are spending 50% of their locally generated resource service debts. And that leaves very little for improvement in terms of infrastructure, health, education, and tourism. We therefore want to also use the opportunity to urge that COVID-19 pandemic, Russia-Ukraine war, and global recessions are impact on Africa. And that if our debts are forgiven, this resource will be channeled to infrastructure, to education, to health, and tourism. That's the way we can restructure the global economy and achieve equitability. On this note, I want to thank the school and to thank Dr. and to urge everybody to see Ghana as the gateway to Africa and a place to do investments and a place to visit. It's not regret of Ghana. Thank you so much.
Have you any questions for Dr. Awal?
I have a quick question to Minister. As you are the policymaker, now tourism is a kind of international, it has a multinational dimension and in coordinating all policies across different states in Africa. So how are you combining your destination Ghana project with all these other countries and how are you coordinating these things?
Yes, we formed what we call the Intake Coordinating Committee, comprising ECOWAS. ECOWAS is the Economic Community of West Africa states, 16 countries, with a combined GDP of about $800 billion and about 750 million people. So from a committee that looks at how can we remove barriers between the various West African countries that can have free transition. Ghana, 65% of our tourists come from the US. So when they come, we try to redistribute just not Ghana, it's just 30 minutes to Togo, our neighbor, and 1 hour to Nigeria. So we have policies among the various countries in West Africa that to remove barriers to tourism and trade. So that's how we do to make sure that we don't really look at Ghana, look at the bigger sub-regional continent. Ghana is also the host of the African Continental Free Trade Area. It has 1.3 billion people, from a GDP of about $3 trillion. So if you come to Ghana, you're not only investing with 31 million euros, you are doing business with over 3 billion euros, from a GDP of $3 trillion. So the best place to come and do business. And you have almost worked.
A question here.
Yeah.
My question is basically most of the countries like Ghana, not Ghana especially, but lots of countries which are under debt. This will happen because of corruption in the country. Let's say debts were forgiven. I mean, what will happen if the corruption goes on? Debts will become again and again. So I think circle will continue. Anything government is thinking of stopping corruption as well, so everything is frozen.
There's no doubt there's corruption. And there's corruption in the West as well. But you see, there's corruption in the West. It's not only in Africa, corruption everywhere. We agree that there's partly the previous corruption, but mainly it's because, look, let's say cocoa industry. Cocoa industry is $120 billion. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire account for 65% of the export of cocoa. It's all raw beans. The West will not want us to add value. We need to add value. Ghana is the biggest producer, exporter of gold. All are the ones that send the raw gold. It's even refined in the West. Ghana produces the biggest producer of cocoa and Cote d'Ivoire, raw material. When you raw beans, help equitability means that it will help us add value. We create jobs and get the net foreign exchange to develop our country. So there's corruption everywhere in the world, but it's an issue of inequality. And that's sustainability.
Thank you.